Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Blue Banana, and this is Mass Effect 2. We're back on the Normandy after the last episode where we got the Reaper IFF. That's, the identification, friend-foe, so the Reapers know who's their friend and who's their foe. Pretty obvious, right? Also, we acquired a Geth. And now we have to decide whether to activate and interrogate him or not. Oops, that's the wrong deck. We need to go to the cruise quarters. Pretty sure. AI main core. Yeah, the Geth was brought to the main core. But I thought one thing would be nice, since we did a lot of not story quest, loyalty missions in the last few episodes. Well, not the last one, but before that. Maybe a short recap could be nice. So, yeah, I'll just try and recap the story so far before we go in there. So, after Mass Effect 1, we were on a mission to try and root out the last of the Geth resistance, right? Then we got shot down, get killed in action, and Cerberus found us and rebuilt us over the course of 2 years. That's because I think Cerberus is kind of on, the line that they think that the Reapers are the real problem. But in the meantime, a new threat has arisen, and that's the Collectors that systematically started to abduct humans on a large scale. Start smaller and work their way up. And we know now that the Collectors are Protheans, or were Protheans, and were altered by the Reapers, so we know that the one threat led to another. So we have, basically, the Collectors are some kind of the extended arm of the Reapers, since, their invasion plans in Mass Effect 1 were kind of thwarted. So they found a new way to, do whatever they want to do, right? Anyways, now we have the identify friend-foe, and we need to stop the Collectors. And at the moment, we are installing the Reaper IFF to the Normandy. We need to wait a little bit. So I'd say we go ahead and talk to the inactive Geth. Yeah, I thought this through. We're going to activate this thing. I mean, it called us Shepherd Commander, right? So, I mean, that's just one reason why we should talk to it. It knows us, so I guess.
Ten Hut!
We're going to activate this thing.
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye, aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
Smart idea.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepherd, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by Collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
The old machine must be the Reaper, right?
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Whatever you call them. I mean, it's just a name, right?
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes,
Which?
both.
Yeah, that was, I think, a not exclusive or joke. I think mostly programmers would get that, or people that have knowledge of programming. Since it was just a non-exclusive or, so a standard or. And who did I fight then? I mean, he called them heretics, I think.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
What's this Geth future?
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
I like him.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
He's a smartass, I like it. So, he's trying to get protection from the Reapers, right? Or the old machines, as they call them, so let's get a little bit more out of that. What did you find?
Are the Reapers a threat to you too?
Yes,
Why would they attack other machines?
we are different from them, outside their plans.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes,
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
That seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data.
That was kind of historical, I would say. Let's talk to Legion. I mean, he seems cool.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
That's fast. So, yeah, what'd you learn?
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
That is bad. So basically, this virus would make all Geth worship the Reapers. And come on, explain a little bit more about this.
So the virus would give all Geth the heretics logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper corpse?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
Yeah, that doesn't... Okay, let's just accept that. What about the speed, though?
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL-COM buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoin the network.
Right, so I'd say we save those Geth. I mean, sure, they seem like, if of course he is telling the truth, which we just assume because we're pretty naive and stuff. I would say yeah, we help them because, as he said, everybody is trying to make their own future, and the Geth are only affect others if they are getting themselves involved. So,
You know where this thing is?
The Heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
give me the mission plan.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
I like how he's always saying we. But yeah, he's Geth. I mean, they are Geth.
They build stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars, organics have no cause to look there.
But why do they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The Heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack organics. We condemn these judgments.
Alright, so what are we going to face? Most likely a bunch of Geth, right?
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
Well, we'll stop him then.
I won't let them brainwash your race. Especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
Yeah, we should talk to Talia about this because I'm pretty sure that she does not really like this. On the other hand, I mean, she's pretty reasonable, right? I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea to, wipe out the Geth. I mean, some Geth. I mean, it's weird. First we have to understand it, and then you can, throw out the judgment.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little boshtet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
You're sick? Do you need help or time to rest?
Really, it's not that bad. If a stray bit of bacteria could really kill us, we'd have all died by now. The fever should go away in a day or two. Don't worry, it won't affect my performance on the mission. It's not even an illness, really. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
Okay.
How exactly does the sickness work? It's an allergic reaction?
Right. Say I get exposed to a human disease, like... What did Navigator Presley have that time? Chickenpox? I wouldn't get chickenpox, but I'd run a fever as my system reacted to the foreign presence. Depending on where it hits me, I could get other symptoms. Nausea, vomiting, everything you'd expect from being sick.
Yeah, I think vomiting within that suit sounds really bad. Really, really bad.
How did you get sick this time?
I took some fire in a fight back on the Allerai. Nothing serious, but I needed to open my suit to check the wound. I disinfected properly, but one of the section seals had taken some damage, and foreign matter got out of the disinfected zone. It was a stupid mistake. You always check your seals before doing local treatment. Unless you forget. Then you get a damn fever.
You can seal off part of your suit?
Right. Like dropping emergency doors on a ship during a hull breach. It won't stop an infection that gets into my bloodstream, but it prevents a surface infection from spreading.
Yeah, that sounds really bad. I mean, in a quality of life, a quality of life way of looking at it.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't have all been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld in our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
Yeah, suited life sounds difficult.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except... well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
Yeah, right.
I appreciate the thought, Tally. And I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Nevertheless, I'd be honored to link suits with you, Shepard. You know, if you were a Quarian and we weren't already on a suicide mission. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, so she's also hitting on us. Nice, I like it. She doesn't object Legion though, does she?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe
I'll let
later.
you work.
Okay, cool.
Talk to you later.
Sure. But at least we found out something more about Korean culture. I like it. It's cool. Actually, why not? Why not go ahead and go a little bit more, do a little bit more crew talk? I mean, we're here anyways, right?
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
I was just sitting here thinking. The picture, I'm finally starting to get it. There's a tank imprint, the battle at Canrum. A dead Turian, stripped. You don't see them out of their armor much. A Krogan boot on his head, and a claw hammer. It's under the brow plate, pulling it back, right? Eyes have gone black, and you see tension in the muscle. You can feel it ready to snap. I get it.
Okay. I don't.
Canrum isn't ringing a bell.
Death of Shiagar, female warlord. Turians killed her, so they were hunted down and made examples. Even if they won the war, it was the last push before the rebellions ended.
Maybe I had to be there, but I don't get the joke.
There's no joke. It's just great. It's a Turian, and he's being torn apart for what they did. I felt nothing before, but now I get it. It was a good fight. The enemy was destroyed to punish them all and send a message. I get it. I hate Turians. I thought you'd be glad.
Not quite, but then again, yeah, we're not Krogan, right?
Is this Krogan insight? Realizing you hate someone enough to justify torture?
It's not torture. He's dead. But sure, it's wrong. The crime against us was bad, so the message had to be equal or worse. It's not Okir's hate, and it's not who they are. It's what they did. Thanks to you, I have a clan. I'm starting to see why this is important. Anyway, I'm still figuring where I fit, but it made me laugh. Nothing else really on my mind, Shepard.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, I can see why he would say it kind of, you know, tells him more about his clan or why he wants to be in a clan, right? It's, you know, it gives the fight a meaning because he now has people to fight for or has value or values that he's trying to fight for. Let's talk to Morden. Maybe he has time.
How can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
That sounds interesting, yeah. Go ahead.
Tell me what happened.
Early stages similar to indoctrination can guess captured Protheans' lost intelligence over several cloned generations. Cybernetic augmentation widespread afterward. As Protheans failed, Reapers added tech to compensate. Mental capacity almost gone, replaced by overworked sensory input transfers. Transmitting data to masters.
Is there anything we can do to help them?
No. No glands replaced by tech. No digestive system replaced by tech. No soul replaced by tech. Whatever they were, gone forever. Understand now? No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead. Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
Wow. That indeed is, I would say, pretty dark. That's a really pretty bad fate. They're just completely destroyed, the Protheans, I mean.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Our fault.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes. Like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
Interesting. The camera went out of focus there for a second. But yeah, it's also kind of interesting to know that the Solarians uplifted the Krogans. I did not know that. I mean, maybe I knew, but I forgot.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry, I know that was important, but you perform Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
That was actually quite good. I liked it. So let's talk about his motivation for a second. And
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on Collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what Collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
sure. I mean, thanks for the song.
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morden.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Always. I don't know. I think I mentioned this, that, Rex, Liara, and Garrus are up there, and I cannot
Commander,
say...
You received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, sure. But I think Morden has to be very far up there as well. Yeah, that was the Admiral. Sure, just pause the video if you want to read it. I'm a little bit too... I don't know. I don't want to. You have 3, 2, 1, and it's gone. So there we go. That's Neff's mother. Yeah, we investigated death. Found a dead Asari woman. Killed my daughter. Yeah. Sure, no problem. And the elusive man. Shepard, I'm pleased that you were able to recover the Reaper IFF and I've sent Edie all necessary protocols to get it integrated into the Normandy systems. With luck, this will give us the ability to get through the Omega-4 relay. Why do you say us? You are not there. Should be you. Because, yeah, you know, it's just the people on this ship. I've been notified about your intact geth and your decision to keep it. If you believe it can be trusted, go ahead and activate it. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it takes. Mark is red. Alright, cool. Actually, I think that was pretty much a blah, blah, blah mission, right? Or
I had
episode.
a wonderful chat with your friend Tally. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Yeah, I like her too. She's nice.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Yeah, sure. That's just curiosity, I guess.
That'll be all.
Take care.
Anything else? Maybe something about Legion?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing, right? Anything else, Commander?
Cool, okay, fine.
That'll be all.
Take care.
Okay, yeah, I would say that was more of a let's get to know a crew episode. And now, before I end it, I really think we should...
We've got a Geth on board, not as a prisoner. Can you believe that?
The commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different.
Yep, he is, or they are. Whatever, but we need to talk to Joker. I mean, we kind of missed out on him because, yeah, he's, you know, not really, you know, he's just on the different side of the ship.
So yeah, Geth on the ship. Geth? Alright, we're all freaking insane.
Indeed.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's good. Everything's upgraded and better than ever. If we're talking about the crew, you'd probably have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Grunt is not a stabilizing element, Commander. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Sure.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
True.
I assume everything's going well up here?
We're just having an argument over personalization of my workspace.
Cerberus regulations are clear, Mr. Moreau. Personalization does not include grease on my bridge cameras.
It's just mad that all its footage of me looks like a dream sequence.
Yeah.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Yep. So long, Joker. I can't decide. I have to include him as well. I mean, he's also up there. He's really up there. I mean, not with the people that I'm, you know, fighting with out in the field, obviously, because he can't do that, but Joker, he's pretty cool. Anyways, now I think we are done. This was more of a talkative episode. Talk to, well, I would say my favorite people aboard. And yeah, if you like them too, then please consider pressing the like button. Helps me out a great deal, and I hope I see you next time. Thanks for watching, and as always, auf Wiedersehen.